Hi, good afternoon. Oneness therapist Tomina Moon from England. I like to share with you again this, my favorite Galactic Heritage card by Lisa Royal Holt. Few days ago, I had a very interesting experience with Jermaine. Jermaine is the multi-dimensional consciousness who gave all this message to Lisa. And I often, not often, every day I talk with Jermaine and I ask many questions. And a few days ago, he told me, well, Tomina, I am with you always. I am inside your body. Therefore, you don't get old anymore. I was so happy. What? I don't get old anymore? And he said, but two things you have to do is, one, love people with your sincere heart. And another one, you never ever judge anyone or anything, any situations. Well, it's not really easy, is it? But wow, if I can do that, then I don't get old anymore. I'm so happy. I'm not joking. It happened to me a few days ago. So today, what kind of message Jermaine is going to give us? I chose card this Atlantean Era. This is a card of us. Atlantean Era. This Atlantean Era is, let me see, it's more than 10,000 years ago. This Atlantean Era, or they normally say Atlantis continent. There was Atlantis continent from Europe to Caucasus area, and also there was a Lemuria continent in the Pacific Ocean area. And this Lemuria continent kind of gone into the ocean. I think before this Atlantis continent gone. So these two continents were really connecting in a way, because now many spiritual people saying that Atlantis, our Atlantean era is finished, and now the Atlantean era and Lemurian era, their energy is integrated, and that kind of new earth is or has begun now. So that's many spiritualist people are talking about. Okay, so now I can read what's about this Atlantean Era 48. This era, spanning approximately the past 13,000 years, represents the masculine principle in a planetary cycle. This cycle is often represented by polarity, war, ignorance, and confusion about spiritual identity. It is a time of darkness and sleep. Humanity is moving out of this cycle now, and we are seeing the old ways crumbling. Do not be discouraged by what you see around you, like coronavirus, so many things, many people are losing jobs, so difficult situation. But do not discouraged by what you see around you. Consider it is a sign that humanity is awakening again. You have had many significant lives in this era and are releasing karmic patterns that you've held for a very long time. Continue your spiritual work. Free yourself. Many have called Atlantis a continent, but we refer to it in this deck as an era. Specifically, an era of Earth past that took place with the past 13,000 years. The Atlantean era was one of high polarity, mentally, and a movement away from the connection with spirit and with nature. Many may see the Atlantean era as one of great scientific advancement, but its qualities are more reflective of the emphasis on one polarity, the masculine, more than the other, the feminine. Earth is currently at a very important point in its development, the time when the Orion drama is healing and an integration of polarities is occurring. If this card comes up in your reading, it could mean many things. It may refer to a specific lives you lived in the Atlantean era, in which polarity was a theme, but it could also have a more personal meaning. It may also refer to the integration of your inner polarity. This card asks you to examine your own life and belief. Do you feel more comfortable with one polarity more than another? Ultimately, our spiritual evolution depends on our ability to integrate these internal polarity as a first polarity. Only then do we see the external polarities healing as a result. This Orion drama, where was it? Orion drama is healing. This Orion, not Orion. Orion is a Japanese, but Orion drama. Orion is I think I explained before, but it was like a Star Wars, a lot of words and very high polarities. The corrupt, like in Star Wars, corrupt empires that attempt dominate of planet and the people through a very sinister method, like manipulation of consciousness and energy through psychic or metaphorical powers. So that kind of time Orion had. And for example, on the earth also, something like North Korea, the one leader dominate everything, and so many people are going hungry and starving to death. But that kind of incredible suffering on the earth is only perhaps 20% of that time in Orion had an incredible war and misery. So that much they suffer. So this Orion drama is healing, and integration of polarity is occurring. So the earth now is such a time very important, ascending from third density to fourth and fifth density. So there will be a lot of difficult things occur around us, but that is because Earth is ascending as well as we are. In a way, yes, purging, purifying ourselves. Therefore, we have to keep doing this spiritual work that this card is talking about. But I don't mean, spiritual work means just to become so spiritual and think about spiritual only, not like that at all. Because after all, I believe spiritual means yourself to become the person who has power of love, the true love. That is, I feel, spiritual. So, and also that as Jermaine said to me, I am not getting old anymore. I won't be aged anymore if I can love people with my sincere heart and also don't judge anyone or anything or in any situation. I think this is real spiritual. You can, or we can, each one of us can overcome these polarities. Judging people all the time. You cannot love people and always want to divide or separate things and situations and people. That is the polarity, and this is the theme that in now all humanity has to overcome. So yes, it is not easy, but I feel we can do it because Earth is doing it, and Earth wants to take us with her to go to a new Earth. And we were overcoming even with this so many difficult things around us, but we were doing it, and we can do it. That's, I believe. So anyway, this is not really easy to explain about Atlantean Era, I don't know much about. I don't have much knowledge about this one. But yes, today's message is I hope you don't get old too if you love people with your sincere heart and don't judge anyone or anything or any situation before judging. You think about deeply inside your heart once again or maybe twice again and listen to your true heart. Then you can overcome many things. Today's message is that's all. So thank you for listening until the end, and I hope you have a very good rest of the day. Thank you. Bye.